All right, cool. Yeah, before I even get started, I just want to wish you a great new year. Hope that this year's been, the year for you that's helped personal growth and you've been able to overcome your personal challenges, because today we're going to be talking about challenges, man. Damn, 2023. So thank you for joining. Obviously, it's been a minute, real minute since I've done anything on YouTube. And I think the last thing I'd done was maybe about a year and a half ago, 2 years maybe, potentially. Yeah, it's been a real minute, man. It's been a hard juggle of trying to create content, prioritizing client projects, producing, production managing. I'd been producing for a while and I've started to dabble myself into production managing, and that completely just wiped out any sort of schedule because it was so sporadic, fast-paced, intense. And it's December now, December 2023. Like, what a time to be alive. I'm kind of looking forward to, a bit of rest, chill vibes, just being able to see family, spend time with my daughter, my children. Yeah, man, just kind of soak up the blessings of time. So yeah, without holding back, let's start today's video. Today is about new year, new me, simple as. So the reason why I put it new year, new me is because, in a sense, I guess everybody goes through, their own development at different speeds, different paces, and obviously all occurring at different times. But I think 2023, in summary, has been a mad year. It's been a year of growth, personal reflection, just kind of the idea that although I'd thought I knew already so much, I've become more confident in myself, and the idea of having imposter syndrome, or partly being a bit not depressed, but just kind of like saddened by the fact that I have maybe not reached certain points by a certain age or achieved certain things. They've all gone. Like, we ain't playing 2024. I keep saying this to my brethren, but 2024 is a big year just off the back of all the things that happened just this year alone, not even thinking about the years prior and stuff. But this year for me has challenged me the most in terms of kind of breaking into the advertising industry a little bit more, as a personal, in my production element, separate from directing. My children, becoming older and being a lot more self-independent. The fact that we've done some huge projects this year. Got some clients that we've finally been kind of trying to push for the longest. And despite it being pretty messed up, like economy and that, we've kind of done well, like I must say. Plus, going into 2024 marks the 10-year anniversary since the company was registered, and for me, yeah, man, that's a big like milestone that I'm happy to say and just be like, yeah, I achieved that. Maybe it's not in the place exactly where my younger self would have wanted it, like, oh, shooting for the stars, I want to be in Hollywood and I want the company to have produced movies and this and that. But this year has been a real challenge in my own kind of projection on how I see the world, like how I thought things worked, how the habits that I used to have, and some of the corrections that I had to make. And I'm happy for the personal growth. I love personal growth. That's something that I chase for. Like, every single book I tend to buy is about personal growth. If it's not Think and Grow Rich, then it's all different types, like so many. Like, my memory's not the best, so I will be able to show you some of the books. But yeah, so many different books that I've just read over my time, and always try to find something to challenge myself, find those imperfections, what I'm not doing right, where I'm doing right, how can I do better in this front? Okay, cool, let me do more on this area. But I think what I've accepted is, over the last let's say 10 years, just even that alone, I haven't documented the journey properly. I haven't marketed myself properly, and I haven't kind of prioritized myself the way that I should be prioritizing myself in terms of fitness, you know, in general, my overall health, fitness, all those things. Even just like kind of spending the quality time with some of the people that I love and appreciate. I haven't been able to do that. So for me, going into next year, the reason why I say like new year, new me question mark is because it's like, yo, like I've really found the formula that works for me. And I feel like, you know, it started off with this last September. I've been going in the gym maybe consistently earlier in the year, etc. Trying to do a little something, keep up and doing my little skipping ropes and weight training. But I took on a project this year and it didn't go so great. You know, every project's different. Some goes great, some don't, etc. And for me, it really like impacted me in terms of I felt like I'd failed, and despite it being the problem being outside of my hands, it was just what it was. But at the same time, it's like you don't know everything. You can't know everything, and through all of the, you know, that whole that period of like darkness and not being uncertain where life was going to go next and what was happening, I was able to refine fitness. And since that day, I've just literally been on it every day working out, you know, keeping up a high blood pressure and, you know, making sure I'm doing my stretches, doing calisthenics and trying out, you know, working on my own body strength, or working off of my own body strength, should I say, weight training, but also the fun part of it, swimming, tennis, badminton, and I'm sure next year, you know, I'll be doing more. But also this year I completed London to Brighton, a cycle ride, which is 60 miles. So through all of these different events and the training and etc., I've come to realize that I haven't been pouring in my cup as much, or maybe, really as much as I should be, because I think I had an idea of like, okay, you know what, like I want goodness for the world. I want everybody to have a good life. I want everybody to, you know, get the things that they didn't get. And if I'm in the position to be able to give it to them, if that's financially, emotionally, or, you know, physical help, then I will. And I would put myself out of my own way I'll take myself out of my own schedule and routine and go and help people to do those things, which I still believe, obviously, you know, out of the kindness of your heart, you should be able to do that. But one thing I didn't realize is that the more you give and the less you give yourself, you deplete that energy. So you're not able to really, you know, give as much as maybe as you would like to others. But since I've kind of been pouring more into my cup, or have been definitely pouring into my cup of fitness, it's just reformed everything. And the way I see everything, like I'm at peace with a lot of things, because I'm only focused now on what I can control. And, you know, I have to shout out my therapist. Like I started therapy last year, and I'm nearly like 30 sessions in, and it's been the most amazing support system I can ever encourage anybody to go and do if you feel like you just need to be listened to and be able to speak to people, because it's not really spoken about that much within the Black community, and it's only kind of being spoken about now. But a lot of people always have their reservations, because, you know, when you think of therapy, you think of like weakness, all these things, etc. But for me, this year, I feel like I've had to go through what I've had to go through. I've learned to be more confident in myself, and how I, you know, being even to come online and do more and do more of these videos and talk about things openly and give knowledge, being confident with knowing that, okay, I might not know what it looks like, you know, of how to get from A to Z, but I can show you what it looks like to get, or how I got from A to B. And that might even help you. Even though despite I might not be, you know, popping or doing this or doing whatever, I can be sure to know that with whatever resources and information I have, that might be able to help the next person on their journey, and it doesn't take away from anything I'm doing. If anything, it's a mutual exchange of energy. One thing I am definitely excited about is the fact that I'm going to be releasing a lot of things this year, a lot of content, a lot of my passion projects, obviously balancing it with, you know, making money and paying bills and stuff like that. But I'm excited to actually start my digital journey of documentation, which is something I should have done, 12 years ago, 13 years ago when I was first starting out. But it makes all the, the story a lot more merrier. So yeah, I'm just excited to keep it moving, and hope that you can, gain some knowledge, gems, whatever. But to keep it brief, just keep a lookout, and we're gonna be dropping videos back to back. So yeah, peace and love. Hoping that you're having a great period or holiday break, and let's see you in the new year. Peace.